512 MB RAM.
Microsoft Server.
Yeah.
So
That is
less,
basic.
A 2019 server we are using.
Yeah, basic, that only they have kept.
In 512 MB RAM, server will work?
No, basic. We just say now basic how much space resource is required. But we prefer that 4 GB.
Because I am live in
because
YouTube.
To run multiple, to join the domain and all, we have to manage the clients and all. So at least 4 GB it's minimum requirement. Okay. Basic for installation, it's 512.
Okay. Okay, so let's. So I think those who subscribe our channel, I think they can watch this training. Okay, so let me. Okay, guys. So actually, the topic will be, guys, today we are going to discuss like DHCP configurations. Okay, on Microsoft Server 2019, then ADDS and how to configure the AD. Okay, which is connected to the Cisco firewall, and the Cisco firewall is connected to the Palo Alto Firewall. Okay, so then I will start configuring the Palo Alto Firewall. Where we can going to learn your static routing, default RIP, how to configure in Palo Alto Firewall. So we'll also check in GUI interface for your Palo Alto Firewall, and we'll how to capture the packets in Wireshark. So this is a topic, guys. So let's start that. So let me share my screen. Madam, can I give the access to you? Like before that, I think you can able to see my screen, right?
Yeah, I can see your screen.
All of you guys, Vikas and Pawan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
See, this is the topology I think last time we did. Okay. But still we are not configured yet.
Yeah.
Okay. So today what we are going to do it. So I'm going to add one here server, Windows server. Okay. Okay. And let me know, madam, like how much is required for Microsoft Windows.
You can give 8 GB, sir.
8
Yesterday,
GB.
yeah.
8 GB with I have the 16 core here.
And 80 GB hard disk.
Okay, so let me have the enough for this thing. I will use 16, no problem. 16 GB of RAM. And this is my ADDS server. So Win server is enough now. So shall I write DHCP server or AD server? What is the name I should give?
DHCP server you can give.
Because when I on the device, guys, so I cannot give the connections. It will show you the connected, but it will not connect actually. Okay, so then I will take one Windows. Let's take one. So you want switch also, madam, here? One switch you want me to connect? How?
Sir?
You want me to connect the switch? Or directly I can connect? One PC is enough, na? End user device?
If you want me to show the client access for Windows 7, better go for switch.
Then required switch now. So let's take thing. This is okay.
Be a layer 3 or layer 2 touch?
This is layer 2.
Layer 2.
Yeah.
John, one more this thing. Be able to just write in what are the things that we'll be doing within this lab. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I will write it on in notepad. Okay.
Yeah.
Some PCs, what I will do, madam, I will take VPC, the virtual PC.
Mhm.
Here I can take as a client and export a thing. So let's take 5 VPCs. And so these I will connect it. Let me drag like this. Just for the client, guys, DHCP, then how it will work, that's it, nothing else. That's the reason I'm doing like this.
On the same topology, what we did it last lab, the same.
Yeah,
topology, right?
same thing what we are doing. Hmm. And this is the real PC, guys, and these all are virtual. Madam, you know, right, how to release the DHCP from virtual PC, right? The command for
Renew.
renew, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so let's. So what I'm going to do, guys, so first I will on this device. Let me check what is the RAM it has taken. 4.2. Okay, you know. And the Palo Alto 16.8. Okay. Okay, so let me write it on the content. So today's topics I'm going to discuss. The first thing is how to configure DHCP and ADDS, madam, ADDS and AD also, madam. So we'll do this. So then
AD user, sir.
AD users. So
Configure, install ADDS role.
Then
Creating your domain user and adding a client machine under the domain group.
that's it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
And accessing domain through the client machine. login as a domain user through the client machine. Login
as a, yeah, I think you're correct. Login as a
domain user
users.
through client machine.
Because this is quite very important, because and Pawan.
Oh,
Because,
yes,
you know,
that.
as I
Yeah.
told you, right, because, you know, for DHCP all in that, so it is not recommended from the Cisco itself. You should not configure these all things in the router, because what we did previous in CCNA, what we learned, so we have configured the DHCP and AAA, all the
Everything on the router.
application on the router, right?
Yes.
So especially for the DHCP, I think is not recommended. That's the reason, so most of the organization they configure on the server, maybe Linux server or Microsoft server.
Hmm.
Okay. So after this, once the madam has completed, then I will jump. So then I'm going to explain like I'm going to like static routing. Okay, and writing on the Palo Alto Firewall. Okay, so at the same time, we'll also check in. So GUI interface with some it takes long time. Okay, for GUI interface. Okay, then we'll try to do the Wireshark capturing the packets. Okay, the topic is very huge, guys. So it takes long time. I think all devices will come up now. So this is the topic, Vikas.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so first I'll open my router. Just I'll assign the IP address, ma'am, first initially. Okay. I think already is showing some configuration. I think we have saved last time. Yeah, it's already configured 5.1. 1.1 for this side. Okay, this is the one that it has been configured.
Now for this side, you have to do it, Nitesh.
Yeah.
Towards right or towards the down, you have to assign it, right?
Yes. So that will be configured now. So we can able to see the screen, right? If you want to make, I'll make it big, no issues.
A
Yeah.
little bit bigger.
You want to increase the topology or this one?
No. This one, that CLI.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
CLI. Appearance.
Not font
Can we make it 18?
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay, right?
Yeah. Okay.
So initial configuration, I will give it to, I'll give it here. Let me know, madam, like what IP address I should give here. Let me know, madam, like 192.168. So I will give the same thing 5.1.
But you can place it for the server, what IP is preferable, default gateway and this one.
Yeah, so I'll give 5.1. Okay, and let me give this 14 bold. Let's take in color. So this is the gateway. And for the server,
Level 1.
can we give 5.2 no, for the server?
Yeah, you can give 5.2.
5.1, okay. So let me give the IP address for this. Guys, please pay attention. So just I'm assigning the IP address. Thing 0/1. IP address 192.168 5.1. Okay, this act as a default gateway for all these clients. Okay, these all clients, okay, it acts as a default gateway. Correct. So now it is up now. So IP interface brief. Same command, Pawan and Vikas. What are the things we had done in real router? Same thing, no changes, same commands. Right, the both are is up now, as you can see. Okay, let's open my server. The default password for EVNG, if you integrate that, that is test 123. I think from here, I think madam will start accessing. Okay, I'll make it host you, madam. I'll open all the devices and can. From here bottom, we can see this is the I symbol. You can see this all Windows and Windows Server. And the password is same, guys. EVNG. If you access any other lab, anything, the password is same. Test 123. This is our Windows 10 operating system. So right now, I think we have not assigned any IP address, guys. Okay, we can see there's no IP address has been assigned. Okay. Okay, ma'am. So let's.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, so let's make madam as a host. Yeah, madam.
Yeah.
I think. So I think now we can have the access now. Check, ma'am, for your side. It takes time, just 1 minute.
Okay.
Just try to shake your this thing.
Check out. See, I'm trying to minimize it. No.
Yeah, it takes time. Meanwhile, let it load the all entire dashboard manager.
Okay. So send request remote control.
Yeah. Now you check them.
Yeah, I hope I can do it now.
Yeah, fine. Guys, please pay attention because because I learned in server 2008 and very old server. And now this is the 2019 server, latest server, which madam is going to explain. Vikas.
Yes, that's.
Play a lot about it. It's quite very important.
Yeah,
Okay,
yes,
okay, guys. Shall we continue?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So this is the new copy of 20 server 2019. So here you can come to start menu. So the major part is server manager. We have to navigate to server manager. So here at the left hand side, we have a dashboard local server. So the details on dashboard, if you click, you can go for configure the local server. First option is to configure the local server. To install any roles or features, we can go for the second option. To add the other servers to manage, we can go for the third option. So here we have options. So before configuring the local server, I want to go for the so here I can also navigate through local server here also, or else the first step here I can go here also. The post installation process need to be completed. So we will first complete the post installation. What is the post installation here? So once the new copy we have installed, you can just check out here the details of computer name, and it is belongs to work group, and the firewall is on, and Ethernet IP address is not assigned. And also you can just notice here time zone is not mentioned. So sorry, time zone is a another time zone which is not related to IST. So here I wanted to change some few things here. So first I will change the computer name. To change the computer name, so it's, you can ask me, is it mandatory? So usually when we giving a sessions or we giving a training, we will give this as a mandatory. Why? Because if we want to access this machine, so if I have this much big, so this is the default name which is given, I am not able to identify it. So better to go and change the computer name. So if I click on this, so I have an option here. So system properties is going to be open. So under the computer name, we have a change. So this is computer description. It is not necessary to give the computer name here. So we have to navigate to change. And here we have to provide the computer name. So I just say here, DC1. My computer name is DC1 and just click OK. So it asks you to restart your machine. I am just clicking restart later. Click OK. Just close it. And I'm just clicking on restart later. So next, Windows firewall, it's on. So we have to turn off the firewall. So for domain network, just turn it off. For private network, turn it off. And also for public network, turn it off.
Madam, it will be half until unless we configure AD and all DHCP. After that, we have to on again.
Not necessary, sir.
Means we are already
So-
we have a Palo Alto, so we are but default Windows Defender or firewall will be there. That will be turned off.
Yeah.
Okay.
So next thing, so remote management or remote desktop if we need, if it is necessary to take the remote, so like a telnet and all, so we have to enable it. So by default it is enabled. If you want to disable, we can disable it. And here assigning the IP address. So just click on this.
Ma'am, can I have one question?
Yeah.
So you turned off the Windows Defender firewall, right? Even
Yeah.
though if it is on or it is off, it is of no use, no?
If it?
Even if it is turned on or off,
Yeah.
it is of
Yeah.
no use.
Okay, see in real time what will happen, it will be filtering the packets, because so if I want to connect with my client machine, it will not allow me to send the packet to communicate with the server. So that's why I'm just turning off it. Okay. Usually in real time what will happen, we will be having firewall under, we will turn on and we will work out it. So that is again some more steps we have to configure those things. So just assign an IP address here. So I am assigning manual IP address here. Just I'll uncheck with IPv6, go with IPv4, properties, and assign static IP. The IP which I have decided here is 192.168.5.2. So default gateway is 5.1. And my preferred DNS is same machine. I just consider as my DNS. So I just give that is 5.1. Alternate DNS server I don't have, so I'll go with these options. Just click OK. Close it. Close it. The config. And then, so just go and change the timings. Change time zone.
Plus 530, right?
Yeah.
Actually, this process is mandatory, right, ma'am?
Yeah, post installation. For server, it is mandatory.
Okay. Every time this is mandatory, ma'am? Only once time?
Once.
Okay.
Once we have to do. So now, if I refresh, all this going to take effect, time zone and this IP address, this firewall will all take effect, but computer name will not take effect. So that I wanted to restart the machine. So let me restart the machine. I just use shortcut command.
Shutdown minus R, right? Yes, yes.
-R,
Hyphen R.
-T0.
Remember, guys, this is an interview question.
And to open all these things also, we have shortcut commands. You can go through with the shortcut commands. I just give you some.
There should be a
SDM.
space.
Okay, I'm just writing it on the notepad.
Yeah.
To restart, shutdown, -R, -T0. R means restart, -T means time with the 0 seconds. So instead of R, if I use S, it will go for shutdown. For
Shutdown.
restart, R. Okay.
And this is for Windows Server or Windows 10 for both?
All for Windows we can use. Even in client machine I can use.
Okay.
So sysdm.cpl is the command to open system properties. I think this one you know, ncpa.cpl for network connections.
Yeah. I think I told you that I used to use this more, right? Because
No touch, but you haven't used it.
yeah. No, I use because I think in your group, I think I use NCPA,
To
CPL.
open firewall, we use firewall.cpl. So the CPL means control panel.
CPL means control panel, yeah.
Okay. So CMD. So this all we have to run with Windows key plus R. Windows.
Oh,
Win
Windows
key,
run.
right? Yeah, this one you should remember. Plus R if you press. So under that we have to enter these commands. Okay.
They have run the only this one very few applications like control panels, command, and this one open a Windows Word or anything WinWord. Just Windows here will be using it.
MSTSC for remote desktop.
SPSC.
Okay, let me log in here.
The corner side, yeah. Yeah, that one.
So password.
Test 1 to 3, T capital. And the configuration for 2016, 2012, 28 are same, no? Man?
What configuration, sir?
Same, the configuration of AD, domain.
Yeah. So steps are same. The Windows consoles will be little slighter changes. So this is upgrade one. 2019 is upgraded thing. In 2012, if I just click on here, it will directly navigate to outside window. So some features or some changes are there. And for restarts here, we have a button here. Correct. In 2012, we don't have button here. We have to come corner here. So at the corner side, it will just
Yes,
pop
yes,
up.
I remember now.
Ah,
Correct, correct.
yeah,
correct.
yeah.
Correct.
So like that. So now you can check on local server. So my computer name is changed to DC1 and my work group is still, we are under the work group. We have not entered into the domain environment. I think you know what is the difference between work group environment and domain environment. I'm not elaborating here that one. So right now, what is the reason we are going to install the Active Directory or ADDS? So I have many clients here. Here you can see in this topology. I want to provide create a users and I want to manage these users through this server. So because of that reason, I'm going to install the Active Directory here. Answer is telling that DHCP. See, without installing ADDS, also I can create a DHCP server so that it will be taken with the IP addresses. That means automatic IP addresses it will taken. So that is not an issue. So the question is now, do I need to install DHCP role or do I need to configure the DHCP server after installing the ADDS or before installing the ADDS? So if I install before ADDS, so it doesn't mean that I cannot assign the IP address automatically for this. I can do that as well. To manage the users, to manage the computers, I wanted to go for the ADDS. Okay, so that is the major reason I'm going to installing the Active Directory domain services. Is that clear?
Yes.
Okay, so here, if I come to dashboard, I have add roles and features. If I click on here, it opens the console, that is add roles and features wizard, it gets open. I can do through here as well, or else if I come to manage, so here also I can do the same thing, add roles and features. We have two options to do this. And before installing the ADDS, I will just show you the tools. Under tools, you can notice it's starting from component services, computer management. Nowhere you can see here DNS, and there is no any group policy management. So those features are not there. So these are the default applications or default tools we have here. Okay, so we don't have anything relating to the ADDS. Okay, so now we'll first go and install the Active Directory. Before installing the Active Directory, whatever the post installation I have done, it is a mandatory. So that too, we have to assign the IP address, manual IP address, and also DNS, preferred DNS is must and should, we have to assign it. And here, let me go to add roles and features. So this is the begin. You can just skip off this page. I just give you the skip this page by default. Go to next. We have two options here, role-based or feature-based or remote desktop service installation. If I wanted to do it through remote, I have to choose this option. So right now, let it select with the default one for role-based and click on next. So here we have an option that select a server or a virtual hard disk on which to install roles and features. It's asking me two options, select a server from the server pool or select a virtual hard disk. In this case, we have only one machine we have that is auto selected. You could have noticed here. So DC1, which is the selected one. In case if we have a multiple servers or multiple server machines, if I have installed, so in that this is a pool, it will display here. Also, we have to select it on which machine I have to install. I can do it by coming here. On the other machine also I can install it. So that is the option is. So we need not to scratch our head because we have only one server here. Click it on that and click on next. So this is the select server roles. So select one or more roles to install on the selected server. So this is the second option we have to select here, Active Directory domain services. So these are the add-on features for that, which is the supporting features. I have to include these management tools. It is all related to ADDS. What are this? That is remote server, RSAT we say. Remote server administration tools, role administration tools, ADDS and ADLDS tools and ADDS tools. So here we can see administrative center and command line tools. So these are the supporting features. It is mandatory. So just click on add features. So now you can see Active Directory domain services. The description is given here. You can just go through while you are configuring the lab. Just go to next. So nothing to do with this features option because supporting features already selected there. And I'm not going to do it. If you want me to show, so here you can just see group policy management. I have not checked this feature. It is selected by default. And here RSAT, Windows DNS. If I come back here also you can just see with the DNS. Okay, DNS is unchecked, but for the next, we can just see in the next steps, I will show you this DNS will be automatically selected. Just go
can we check DHCP as well here so that it install?
Yeah, together also we can do it. If you want me to
Enable
show it
DHCP.
together, I'll just click it on. See DHCP. So these are the required features, add features. Together also we can do it. Just go to next.
And the DNS also, can you?
It will automatically take. It not required me to just, I want to select. You can just notice here in the tools, we don't have DNS. Can we see any DNS here?
No.
Under disk management, can you see? So it will auto select, sir, not necessary. If I select it also, doesn't matter. I can select it, but I will show you it will auto select it. Okay.
Okay.
Just go for next. So here, restart the destination server. So this is my first server. So this is not required for now. Go to install. And we have another options here, export configuration settings. So we can export the configuration settings here. If I click on this, I can export it to the notepad. So here,
desktop you can open.
so that is the option. We can just check out here. It is lagging, I think, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, slowly it's opening.
You can just see. So that file is exported. So in case if we want to install the multiple instances, we can utilize this one. So through command line, we can do that one. So that is the reason I can just export those files and we can keep it. So now just go to install. So it takes few minutes to just install this process. It's taking time, sir.
So it's taking time. Meanwhile, you can explain some other things, madam, regarding, I think now it's getting added. I think ADDS, DHCP is added, right?
Yeah.
Left side of the screen, it is added.
So here we will do configuration. For
It's
client
already
machine.
open, madam, here.
It's
Yeah,
open.
Yeah, it's open. Black one, yeah. Same password, yeah.
Yeah. Here, just go with.
I think 2-3 people, they are watching live in
Okay.
YouTube. They asked me some questions. They
Okay.
thought I am explaining
Oh, is it good?
in the YouTube.
Okay. So let me turn off this firewall. I'm just changing the machine name to client 1. Click OK. Just restart this machine too. So this is finished now. So installation. So here I have to go for promote. Promote this server to a domain controller, and then we have to complete the DHCP configuration. If I close it also, no worries. So here I have a flag notification. If I just click on this flag notification, here I have promote this server to. I have just installed Active Directory roles, that's it. But I have not configured this machine into the domain environment. So we have to complete that. We have to promote this machine to the domain controller. We have to click on this. So selected deployment operation. So this is a new forest in my domain environment. So I have to click on add a new forest. So root domain name, I just go, I provide root domain name is AROUSH tech. Is it okay, sir? Tech.in. Okay. So this is my domain name. You can provide any domain name, whichever you want. So this is the domain name I have provided here, and click on next. So here we have a select functional level of the new forest root domain. We have two options here, that is forest functional domain and the domain functional level. So if I just come here, forest functional level. Suppose if I have any other servers which I have in my domain environment, if it is running with the older version like 2008 or 2012 or 2016, so then I could have select here the forest functional level, which it has to be support for 2008, means I can go for this. So domain functional level. So my domain functional level, which is going for Windows Server 2016, by default it will take. Actually, this is matching 2019. It has to show here 2019. I don't know what is the mistake, why it is showing 2016 here. So let it default. So here I have, see here, I have an option domain name system, DNS. So it is automatically checked. So this is a mandatory. So we have to click it. We have to leave it for the default. And the first domain controller is always a global catalog server. So let it be the default. And here we have a DSRM password. So where we are utilizing this DSRM password. DSRM stands for Directory Services Restore Mode. So this password, when we use, means we can give same password of your account, or we can even give the another password also. But the thing is, if accidentally ADDS is got removed, or accidentally it got deleted, so by moving into safe mode, we can able to just restore this by providing the password through the safe mode. We can do it. So that is why. So to secure your ADDS, to add, if it is anything, if it is deleted, Active Directory related thing, if it is deleted, we can just keep it through the safe mode. We can recover it and we can configure the further things. So I will give you test 1 2 3, the same password I'm giving here, test 1 2 3. Click next. You can give different
T
password
capital you have
also.
given?
Yeah, capital T.
Okay.
So here right now not required for to select this one to create DNS delegation. Click on next. So it is resolving the NetBIOS name.
I think bias, you know about bias, Vikas and Pawan?
Students are there.
Vikas, Vikas, you know what is bias? Vikas, are you there?
Oh yes, touch. I was just speaking without unmuting it.
Okay, so you know what is net bias? What is bias?
No, BIOS. It is there in the while installing OS. Touch.
Input
No,
output system.
I think Pawan is doing some googling.
No. It's a BIOS. That is the main this thing on that while installing the OS or anything for any PC or anything. We have to configure everything.
What information it contains in BIOS?
It's all the basic configurations and which the thing is which can be gives access and interface between the hardware and the software.
It contains the informations of input and output device information. Same for net bias also same. Network information related also it will show you with the domain, like which belongs to which domain. Okay, so as we can see, it is taken automatically, right?
So it is resolve the name. That means it is finding. Actually, this is a domain we are creating, right? It takes time to resolve this name. It will just search whether this name is present in this domain, in this forest, any other name with the same name is there or not. It will check. If it is there, you will get an error. If it is not there, it will just resolve that name. It will allow you to go for next. Click on next.
I mean, is there any error? It will not. It will show shown like error. Yeah.
Suppose see, I have DHCP. Sorry, this is one server. I have one more server. Just assume I have one more server. I have given AROUSH.in. So that name is already present here. Okay. If it is already present, this name it will not resolve. You will get an error. It will ask you to, this name is already there. You have to change the name, domain name.
Change any letter also, it will be changed. No?
Yeah, any one single letter also, the changes it will. Yeah. So just click next. So this is the default ADDS database folder. So the location is C drive Windows under that NTDS. So this is for to store the log files. This is for sysvol folder. So this is the default location of ADDS. Click next. So here also you can view this script and you can export it. So I am not doing that right now. Just go for next. So here it is checking for the prerequisites. It has to get passed. So what prerequisites? It will check for the static IP address and also the preferred DNS address. It will check. See, all prerequisites, checks pass successfully. So click on install.
I think DHCP is configured, right? So can we get the IP address for the clients now?
For client, not procedure not completed, sir. Process is not completed, DHCP. Only installed. We have not created a pool.
Correct.
So to complete DHCP configuration, click on complete DHCP, give commit, and just close it. In tools, you can just notice now. Active Directory Admin Center, Active Directory Domains and Trust, Modules and Windows PowerShell, Sites and Services, Users and Computer, ADSI, IID. So these are the new. So now it will restart your machine. Let it restart. So what is the password for this Windows?
Test 1 to 3, no? Same.
For Windows also?
Same.
So here, I just go for run. Here, I have opened luser mgr.msc. So you can just note, I have given that command here, lusr mgr.msc to open the local user account. I'm doing this on client machine. I'm just showing here, come to users. See here, who are the users I have right now? I have default administrator, this black arrow, black color arrow mark, down arrow mark, you can just notice this account is right now not in running, it is disabled. Okay, so this is the default account, and one account is active, that is a user account. So you can just give through command as well. If I just give here, go to command, and if I give net user, enter.
I think we have to enable this service now.
See here, I can just even identify who are the users right now are there. So administrator account, we have default account, we have guest account, we have user, and this is one inbuilt account we have. So this command completed. So complete net space user is the command we have to provide. So by default, you can just see administrator account is. Oh, have I closed it?
Yes, yes. Open once again. You can click.
Completely, I have closed, I think. One click or double click, sir?
So one click, it will open. Yeah, let me open. Yeah, 1 second. 1 second.
Yeah.
So keep it like this. If you
Another.
yeah. Like this, you can.
Yeah, first I will complete this one.
Yeah.
So net user. So here we can just notice who are the users I have. So this is, I can open this local user mgr.msc. Why? Because this is a standalone machine. So if I go here, this dm.cpl, I can just notice this client machine right now it is running under the workgroup environment. So if it is workgroup environment, if I open luser mgr.msc, it gets open. Okay, you can notice here. I can open it here. So after joining this machine under the domain group, this console will not get open. It will be just closed. It will be logged. Why? Because it is not a standalone machine. It is not a workgroup environment machine. I cannot do this local users and groups related thing. I cannot do anything here. I cannot create a users. I cannot right now. I can create it. See, if I want to create any user, I have to right click on the empty space, new user. Just give here T1 or test1 user. I will create. So here provide some password here. 123 is the password I'll just give. And here also 123 is the password. I just uncheck with this. And here check with these two things, second and third option, and just create it. So test1 is the user I have created. Just close it. See here, test1 is the user I have created. But after joining this into the domain environment, I cannot log in as this user. I'll show you what is the difference of that. So first here we come to this server machine. So here you can just notice it is asking me, it is showing me AROUSH Tech /administrator. We are logging into this domain. So the password is capital TEST 123. Test 123 is the password. So the same password we are using, the administrator password. So here before installing ADDS, it was I wanted to show you that luser mgr.msc, but I have forgotten to show you. So I have showed you on the client machine. So the same here on server machine also. Before moving into the domain controller, that is before installing ADDS, I could have created the local users and management that is limited only for that machine. I cannot use that user to log in with the another machine, another computer. I can't use that one. If I just open here, run, and I give luser mgr.msc, you can notice what is the problem. So this is through command I am opening. So can you tell me how to navigate through GUI? How can I open luser mgr.msc? Any idea? Where should I go to open luser mgr.msc? Local users and groups.
In the server, I too don't know, madam.
Okay. Guys, you in Windows client machine or server machine?
Because
See
you
here.
know,
Maybe on the network places something will be there, right? The GUI from there.
Control panel you can navigate. I'll show you that also. Okay. So here you can see in server machine, what is the error I'm getting? The computer DC1 is a domain controller. This snapping cannot be used on a domain controller. So the local users is not able to create itself. It is working under the domain controller. Okay. So just close this one. So without the command, how to navigate to local user and groups. So here we have a computer management. We have to go for computer management. Here you can just see. One second. See, if I open computer management, you can just go for system tools, task scheduler, event viewer, shared folders, performance, device manager. 1 minute, sir. I think I have forgotten. Administrative tools was the one we have to go for.
is it component and services, ma'am? You have to select that
Yeah,
option.
it's not showing over there.
It's a component and services.
Computer management,
Computer management.
not component services. It's a computer management. Why means because this is a domain under domain, na? Maybe that's what that is the reason it's not showing. It will show here itself. Under computer management, it will show. Maybe that is the reason. Okay. So just close this one. Even here I will show you on Windows client machine. So here we have to go for administrative tools. So here in start menu itself, you have administrative tools, means you can go through there, or else go to control panel, go to administrative tools, and here we have a list. So here you can just see L user, local, computer management. It's very slow, sir. Very slow. See here, we have local users and groups. Okay, so through here you can navigate. The same thing, direct command I have given, lusr.mgr.ms. Is this part is clear?
Yes, ma'am. Understood, guys?
Yes,
On and Vikas?
Yeah.
Okay, so now if I just go for a tools, here you can just see Active Directory users and computers. If I open Active Directory users and computers, so here we have a console, DC1, this is the full name, FQDN name. DC1.aroushTech.in is the DNS name or domain name, we can say. That's a fully qualified domain name. So if I just expand this arrow key, AROUSHTech.in, here you can see the multiple container. We have built-in container I have, computer container I have, domain controller I have, foreign security principles, MSA, that is managed service account, and the users. Okay, if I come to built-in, so these are the built-in accounts we have, multiple built-in accounts we have. So computers, so which are the computer? Right now you can see we don't have any computer under this domain controller. And domain control, if you have multiple domain, I have this DC1 is the only one machine we have, so we can see under this domain controller. And even you can just click it on this and you can see the details of this machine as well. DNS name, DC type, which is a global catalog. So first default first site name is the site name, and operating system you want to check, it will show you Windows Server 2019 standard edition, version is 10.0, and who is a member of this machine. This is a member of domain controller machine. All these details we can check out. So if I come to users, so here also we have a multiple built-in accounts we have, and only one administrator account is open now. Okay, so these all are the built-in accounts. If I want to create a user, I can create user here. So before creating a user, okay, I just promote this client machine to the I'm just making member of the server, or I can call member of server. So how to do that one? So to do that, we have to go for sysdm.cpl, that is system properties. Sysdm.cpl system properties. Just okay. If I show you now, if I provide a domain name, it will not take. Why? Why? Because there is no IP address to communicate this server. Okay. So here I can just note, I can show you here ncpa.cpl. Go to Ethernet. Properties. See how obtain an IP address automatically. I have clicked on DHCP, automatically obtain IP address. So if I just go for a details, you can just see now a APIPA address is there. We have not provided any IP address because DHCP server I have not configured. So let me configure the DHCP server first, and then let me, I'll make this machine to member server. So to do that, go to tools. So here we have DHCP. Click on DHCP. I'm configuring the DHCP server. So just expand. So here we have a dc1.aroushtech.in. Expand this one. So here, right click, create a new scope.
So here we have to create a pool, right? Here. Same
Pool
like
I have to create
how we
it.
are creating in router, right?
Sir?
In router.
Router through command we are creating.
So
here through GUI. New scope. Click on next. So any scope name, I just give here.
Its scope name is similar to a DHCP pool name, right?
Yeah, to identify how many, suppose if we have multiple scope, so it will get confused. So I can give any, so for accounts department or for IT department, like that, you can create the scope and you can provide the description also. So I just give accounts here, click on next. Start, not mandatory, description is not mandatory. If you, yeah, so there are 20 client machines. I just give. Next. So start IP address. I will just, I don't want to use 5.1 and 5.2. Okay. I just give 192.168, 5.3, 192.168, 5.23. Okay. So length is and subnet mask. Just go for next. So if I want to exclude, like in most of the cases, suppose I have a printer in my environment, I want to exclude that IP address. So in that in 5.3 to 5.23, I have used 5.10 for my printer. I want to exclude that IP address. I can add that exclusion here. So right now I don't have any exclusions. Go to next. So by default, lease duration is for 8 days. I can expand it, or I want to decrease, means I can decrease it. Next. sorry. Here I have to select as I want to configure these options now. Go to next. And here router default gateway. So to get in all the client machines, I should mention here 192.168.5.1. Click on add. This is the gateway. Click next. So domain name and DNS server, the same machine, 5.2 machine is it. So I need not to add the other machine because I don't have now. So I just go for next. Bin server also I don't have. Go next. As I want to activate this scope now, click next and finish it off. So here you can just see address pool. This is showing with the down color. See here, AROUSH.in. It is asking yes. On the client machine, you got a message. So this is not initialized yet. I have to, it has to show me green color tick mark. Can you see here red color down arrow mark on IPv4 and IPv6? Guys, can you notice this?
Yes.
Yeah, this has to come with green color tick mark.
Yes.
So we need to troubleshoot that. The counters not started. So here. I just click on right click, start performance counters. So now it's online. Okay, so now here, let me refresh. Can you notice this? Green color tick mark. Guys?
Yes.
Yeah, now it's okay. IPv4. So scope is created. So you can just see scope is active. So if I just click on scope, you can just see the address pool. See, this is the pool 5.3 to 5.22. So now I just click on this Ethernet, go to details, and here you can see 5.3 is the DHCP provided the IP address for this client machine, and default gateway, DHCP server IP address, and DNS server IP. All the details you can just see. So you can verify through the command prompt as well by giving the command ipconfig/all. ipconfig/all. Connection specify DNS suffix is AROUSH.in, and your physical address of this machine DHCP enabled is yes, and then IPv4 address is 5.3, subnet mask. So lease obtained, lease expires on these days, that is 8 days. Default gateway, DHCP server, and DNS server. These are the details. This part is clear, guys? Is this part is clear?
Yes, madam. What about the guys?
Yes, sir.
Understood any confusion?
Need to repeat?
We have to repeat it once.
I'm not audible. You are not audible much.
No,
I'm not audible?
Sir,
you're
very
both are on.
less voice.
Yeah.
I can hear less. Is this part is clear? Do you want me to repeat the steps or what?
Is it I'm audible now?
Yeah, now it's okay.
Yeah. With the diagrammatic, can you explain, madam, like how to configure this?
Yeah, sure.
with the client at the same time, and for the virtual VPCs, right?
I'll show that one also. Are you using paint or whiteboard? Which one's a diagram will take it?
Anything. The paint also we can take. I have this one Epic pen also. We can take that.
So the screen is visible.
Yes. Visible, huh? Is it you are using light pen, ma'am?
I'm just trying with the pen. It's not working.
No, you can connect from your laptop.
Yeah, I have connected it right now. It's not working with pen. Okay, no problem. So here we have one router. I have one switch.
One second, ma'am.
Yeah.
Let me... Yeah.
Over.
Yeah.
So here I have configured one server. And here I have one client machine. Okay. So this is the topology. I'm just explaining only this end. I'm not taking that end. Okay. So here, this is the default gateway 192.168.5.1. So this is my domain controller. That means installed ADDS. Okay. Machine name is DC1 and IP address is 192.168.5.2. Default gateway is 192.168.5.1. DNS server is 192.168.5.1, 5.2. Okay. And as well as configured DHCP server on this machine. Okay, so these are the details of this machine. And here, so this is with 2019 standard edition.
Microsoft Windows 2019 standard edition server. And your right side is that is a Windows 10 client.
Yeah, this is Win 10. Client 1. Machine name is client 1. So here, automatic IP address provided by DHCP and the IP address is 192.168.5.3. Suppose in this case, I want to add one more client machine with the same, I can do it. So if I configure with DHCP, so for this also it will provide the IP address 192.168.5.4 to 192.168.5.23. So in this pool IP address, it will provide any one of the IP address. I guess it will go for 5.4. It go in a serial order. It will go for 5.4. Sometimes if I want to say give a random, I can provide it also. There is an option to provide random. It will provide random also. So like that, in this pool of IP address, any one IP address it will get. So now the thing is, what I'm going to do the next. So this part is clear, right? ADDS we have installed, we have promoted this machine to the domain controller, we have configured the DHCP server, and the client machine received the DHCP IP address. Up to here, everything is clear. Okay. So now what I am going to do, I'm just going to create a Active Directory user. I'm creating a users, AD users. We call them as a AD users. Okay. So what AD user I will create? I just create here EMP1, employee 1 as a user, and I'll provide the password for that user, that is admin@123. Where I'm creating this admin@123 user, where I'm creating on the server machine. So now from where I have to log in as this user? From where I have to log in as this user?
Remote.
Where I log in? I can log in this user through this client machine. How? Why? How means I am just adding this machine to the domain group. Adding this machine to domain environment. Okay. Domain environment. I just say, usually member server for member server machines we call. I'm just for understanding purpose, I'll call this machine as member server. Okay. Member server or member of domain. Member of domain we can see. So now what I am going to do? I'm just going to work on the client machine, so that I'm adding this machine under to the domain environment where I want to log in as a AD user. Okay. To do that, the next steps are, up to here everything is clear. Anything need to be explained?
No.
Any doubts?
I think because you have the email address, right? Official email address.
Yes, that's
Right. Like vikas@ntitglobal.net. Correct.
Vikas.yes.
Yeah, right. So the how it will be configured, right? So your domain, your email address, what they have created, it has been associated, has been configured in the entity server.
Yes.
The domain name global.entityglobal.net.
Yes.
Understood? Because you know how you are logging. You are not logging to the local user. You are logging to the domain.
Domain. Yes.
Right? Because they will, it will automatically, it will be configured everything, right?
Yes. Automatically it takes everything. But for whatever the applications we run, we use the same UI. This one credentials, login credentials.
Same thing here. So what Madam is trying to explain you, because we are creating the domain name with the arush.tech.in. So in that domain name, we are adding the ADDS. Then we are all the end user devices like Windows 10 user, we are tagging to that domain name.
We are just appending all the clients details and everything to the we are pushing it to the server via domain name.
Yeah,
right?
domain name. Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah. So now we just go to the client machine. We have verified that it has received the IP address. So the next thing is move to system properties. If I press down arrow, so the previously provided commands will be provided there. So just go for sysdm.cpl. So here click on change. And if I go for more, you can just see the NetBIOS computer name, that is a client one. Okay. And if I want to provide the default suffix of this computer, it will come automatically. Just check it out now. cancel. Click on this domain and provide the domain name here, that is AROUSH.tech.in, and click OK. It asks for the credentials of the domain controller machine, that is administrator. This is server machine credential @ AROUSH tech.
Now you understood, because
Yes, sir.
And
I
the
got it.
password of that is capital T EST 123. Click OK. See, member of domain. This machine is now no more under the workgroup environment. It is just promoting to the domain environment. Just click OK. So it will ask you to restart the machine. Click OK, close, and it will restart. After restarting, now we have not yet created any domain user. So let me go to this server machine, login. So just close it. Oh, it's a small one. I should open it. Sir, it's closed. Can you help me out on that?
oh, open the Chrome. Yeah, that one. Click on Windows Server.
Okay. So here, see, I have to open Active Directory. I want to create Active Directory users on computer means I should come to Server Manager. I should come to Tools. And here I have to click on Active Directory users and computers. To do this, we have a shortcut command to open that is dsa.msc. Okay, so just come to run here. I just provide dsa.msc, click OK. See here, I have opened Active Directory users and computers. I want to create a user. Click on users, right click, go for new, again user here. Click on user. I create user called employee1 and user logon name. I just give the same emp1. Okay. So this is
Give the specific name, they will understand. Just give Vikas.
Okay.
Like they will understand.
I just give Vikas. Okay. So these are the two user logons. We can do it. One is vikas@aroushtech.in or older one. So first domain name / followed by the name. So these are the two ways. So this is the older. Go to next.
Madam, one question here. Because for one client, can we create two users, different users like Vikas and Pawan, like Taj? Can we create? Because we are creating right now users right here.
Can you repeat your question, please?
The question is, we will create 2-3 users like Vikas, Pawan, and Taj. Okay.
3 different profiles it will create.
Yeah. So now from the Windows client, so there I want to log in with all the 3 clients, the different time. It's possible.
So 1 second, let me clear your question.
Means that how it will be, like say for an example, can be
because
directly
we have only one laptop. Okay, one end user we have.
Okay.
Sometime I will use, sometime Vikas will
that
use,
you can do.
We can do it, right?
Yeah. See here, I'll show you here. 1 second, where I am. Okay, I'll just finish off this one.
Okay.
I'll click next provide the password. Password I will give capital A, admin @123. Admin @123. So user must change password at next login. If I click this one, so user should change the password. I don't want to provide that one. I give for user cannot change password and password never expires. Both options I have clicked.
Okay.
And click next.
Means
And this is finished.
means you are not giving the permission to Vikas. You should not change the password.
Yeah, I'm not providing.
Okay.
Here, if I click on computer, how many computer I have in my domain environment? One machine, client one. Okay. So now the question is here, I have created Vikas user, correct? I just take a copy of that. I can go for copy or else new user, both I can create. Copy means it is just creating a template, that's it. Here I'll just create one more user called Taj.
Okay.
Taj. Click next. Here, template means here, if I go for new user, by default, it will be, this will be selected. If I just take a copy, this changes, you can notice. This two is selected. Okay, password same should I give or different should I give?
Same password.
Okay.
For all same.
@123 I'll give. And here, admin @123. Just click on next and finish. Okay, I have two users here, Taj and Vikas. So now I just go to the client machine. See here, this is the user. They are on local user luser mgr.msc. I shown you user is that user that is belongs to the local group. Okay, this user belongs to the local machine. Whereas if I come to other user, so here I want to log in as Vikas. I can give, it's already showing in sign in to AROUSH Tech.
Yes.
So it's not necessary for me to provide Vikas @AROUSH Tech.
Just name is enough.
Name is enough because it is already showing. Okay.
Okay.
So this is the one way I can. Yeah.
It's already inside that domain itself, that AROUSH Tech domain itself. So.
Yeah. So we can give it or we can exclude it. Okay. Vikas user is present already. Where he is present on server, I have created it. So provide the password admin @123. So just click on next. See here. Now his profile is creating. Vikas user profile is creating.
Okay.
So this is one account, user account we have, it has created for Vikas.
With the same client, can I log in? If you log out
1 minute.
Vikas, yeah.
1 minute, I'll show you. So here it means the profile is creating means like we have now under users, if we go, I'll just show you. Here, if I come to File Explorer here, if we go to C drive, here we have our users, correct?
Yeah.
Who are the users of this machine? For server machine, only administrator is the user. For administrator, profile is creating. What is his profile? These are the profiles. 3D objects, app data, contacts, desktop, documents, downloads, favorites, links. This is the profile. So to create this profile, it is taking this much time on this machine. See here.
Okay. And that will be created whenever the first time login.
For first login. So now one user, we have logged in as one user.
So meanwhile, check with the VPC, DHCP, let's take
here.
Yeah. Open. I think IP DHCP release right here.
No, IP config.
No, automatically you should get IP release.
Let me show first IP configure. What is the command, sir?
No, because we have not configured any IP address. Now it should take automatic IP address from.
No, to check the status of the Ethernet.
No, here just IP DHCP release, I think. IP DHCP. Show IP.
That's what.
Show IP.
Okay, nothing is there.
Now it has to get IP address.
IP config/release.
No, this is not a command. IP DHCP/release, I guess. No, IP DHCP. IP DHCP.
Oh, IP DHCP.
So it's sending the DORA process, na?
Okay.
Yeah, so we got
5.4.
5.4. Okay, and can we check the domain here? Can you associate with the domain like aroush.com and give the this one, man?
Here,
yeah.
On this machine.
Yeah, you already opened there in CCNA. Side, left side, yeah.
Okay, what should I do?
Question mark. Code is connect clear or so we cannot log into this PC as a domain. Okay, fine. Done. Okay, I think we can ping, right?
Ping you can do.
Ping for the gateway and server. Yeah, I think you are getting reply.
Gateway directly I have done.
For the server? Okay.
It's coming.
Yeah.
So here you can just notice this is the user. User is Vikas. Can you see here? User is Vikas. So Vikas profile is created. Come to File Explorer. This PC and here this PC. User is there. User is which profile? Under users we have user and Vikas. So now I want to log in for the same machine.
Means you are doing now, you are logging out from the Vikas. Again, you're signing out from Vikas. Again, you're trying to log in with the other
I
user.
don't want to log off. I want to switch account. That option is not there.
Means you have to go to taskbar, right?
Switch user.
Log off. You have to log off or switch user.
Switch user. And this applying this all services, it will start from scratch or again to add?
Which one? For your profile is going to create. For Taj,
okay.
Again, it will create your profile. One more profile. See here. Taj password the same, I think.
And password is not changed, right?
Everyone
has same password.
Same password. We can
same password, no, madam. You have given admin 123 or
admin@123
for all.
Yeah. This is the password.
Just write it down on the screen also, madam. In the
I written
topology on the topology.
Okay.
Because this is quite very important, guys. In coming session also, I need this.
So we have two users. We have logged in on this machine, on this client machine. For the first time, how many users you create and how many users you log in, it will create a profile for first time. Okay, I'll ask one more question now. Okay, I will go with one more machine, that is 5.4. I have two users, that is Taj and Vikas. Taj and Vikas. Am I able to log in with this user to this machine? If this is a member of domain, this is member of domain. Can I able to log in as this user to this machine? Because
Yes, you can do it.
we can do it.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
for the first time here also, it gets create its own profile. So like this much time it will take to create the profile. Okay, so to avoid that, what we can do, see, for many, suppose if I have 10 machines, these two users are allowed to log in on all the 10 machines. So for every time he logs in, everywhere his profile is going to create. To avoid that, we can create a home folder for this profile, for these users, home folders. This all are definitely, if we want to take this server session, we can teach all these things. Home folders we can create.
So all these things will be played only on that server, right?
Yeah, home folder means what it will happen. I will create that home folder on the server machine here. What I do, I just come to this PC. I create 49, right? So I just go for run this mgmt.msc.
Management.
Yeah. I don't want to create on C drive, so I'm just taking some part. I'm just shrink the volume.
పవన్ అర్థమైతే ఉందా పవన్? పవన్ అర్థమైతే ఉందా? Are you there?
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I just shrink with 5000 MB. Shrink with it.
Hello.
I just create some
we can.
volume. Click next.
For all integer users, we can assign storage for them.
So on this F drive, E drive, I think. So create some folder, new folder. I create home folder. Same name I'll give. So now I can create this home folder for this user. So before creating a home folder, I should just share this folder. I wanted to share this folder. Right click, go to properties, go to sharing, advanced sharing, share this folder. So same name, E drive is there. Share name, I'll just give home folder. Permissions, I provide full control. Apply. Okay. And here, apply. Okay. See here, I have got. This is the path. You can copy this path. So now come to this user Taj, right click, go to properties. File, see here, home folder. So this is the local path. Just paste it, and here percentile, username, percentile.
Like a single slash, I guess. DC.
No, double cell. This is the network path.
I think percentage colon username, I guess.
Or else percentile, if I use, it takes automatically username. Not valid path, it's coming.
Just remove Taj, I think it will take. Miss, you're what you're doing? You're sharing the disk, right?
No, a folder.
You're sharing the folder.
To create a home folder for the user profile,
Oh.
I'm just taking this one. You can copy this path.
Username.
I don't know why it's not taking. Slash percentile, username, and then percentile. Okay, we'll stop this one here. Okay, it's taken. Have you noticed? Here.
Automatically has it has selected automatically.
Yeah, this path need to be specified here as well.
Same copy and paste it there in the local path.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyhow, it has taken. No? I think we check what is the issue there.
Same thing you can repeat for here also as well for Vikas also.
Mhm.
So like that we can create it. Sir. I think that was the thing, right? For Notepad. Adding client machine under the domain group, login as a user through client machine. Up to here it's done. Okay.
So what about this one, ma'am? Linux machine? How suppose if I'm using Linux PC as a end user devices, as you know, I think Linux has both GUI and C. Pawan, can you mute this thing? See what I'm trying to explain, because you know this is the Windows PC, right? Because can we associate with domain name with the Linux server?
In Linux administration also we can do it. We can create. That is all through CLI.
No, in GUI also is there, no?
We virtual terminal gets open. We can through GUI also we can do it. We can create it.
Okay. Okay.
Are you using Linux?
No, I'm not using, but just I asked the question because some end user devices, for example, for this one, for security, cyber security training. So I used to use the Kali Linux.
Okay.
So there, like if I have any domain name, if you want to associate, so I must know how I can associate with the domain name, login this thing.
We have to do that one, sir. Even I have not done that one. We can do it.
Okay. Understood, guys. Vikas and Pawan.
Yes, that's somewhat is meant.
I'll give the access to you.
Feeling hard because
But it's like once again I have to see this thing. Actually, we are working on the same thing only. Means AD password reset kind of thing.
Every day, Vikas.
We'll be doing the same thing. So now I got to know. So once again, if I brush up it, I could able to get it.
Okay. Yeah. The same thing what we did, we can do through this command prompt as well. Like this, this is the machine which is on graphical user interface, right?
Yes.
Even we have server core machines that only works through command line.
Yes.
So through command itself, we can work it on.
Means separately, this one for Microsoft Server, separate course is also there. Separate Microsoft course is also available, no? So
for Windows Server administration you can do. That is a separate course.
For Windows, it has separate course for that. But why I'm teaching here, because you know, being a network and network security engineer, okay, you must know the DHCP and ADDS and AD and GP also, group policy.
Theory we have to explain to them, then they get some idea, I think. What is forest, what is domain, what is ADDS.
How we have to create the domain name, how we can create the user, how we can map to the domain name. We can also configure policies also, group policy.
See, a policy means right now, see on this client machine, my battery is down. See, on this client machine, we have desktop background.
RS will take break, madam. If you want, like, we'll take break.
I'm not showing you it right now. So you want me to show that one?
No, I think it wastes time. Let me, because I paused the recording.
Okay. See here, this is the background screen. We have screensaver, or we can see the wallpaper. So wallpaper also, default wallpaper for all the user, for all computers, we can change it. Or for individual user, we want to change, we can. That all
same thing, because NGD, right? When you are on the laptop, only default screen wallpaper will come, right?
Yes.
Even if you try to change it will not change.
Yes.
Right.
And here you can see here, now I can change this taskbar. I can navigate to right to left, right and bottom, everywhere I can change it. I can change this lock the taskbar I can do. If I lock the taskbar, it will lock. Or else if I disable the taskbar, I can disable this one. I don't want to provide options. So they don't want to do the changes. Or if I give just, I want to see, I use run command right here. run. I want to block this run application. I can block this one. It will not get open. If I want to block this command prompt, I can block this. This all I can do through group policy management. Group policy, I can do that.
Group policy.
Multiple things we can do. And also one more I will show you. If I just sign out here, see here, it will ask Control-Alt-Delete here, correct?
Yes.
So I can disable this Control-Alt-Delete as well.
The task manager.
Yeah, through this one. If we restart the machine, it will ask me to press Control-Alt-Delete, correct?
Yes.
That also I can disable it, or I want to remove means I can remove, and I can give welcome screen description also. I can provide it. Welcome to AROUSH.in. That and all we can. It's like crazy.
Like banner all and this.
Yeah, banner and all we can set it. We can do it. Multiple things we can
everything do. On the Windows server itself.
Yeah.
Usually,
for local machines also we can do. So through domain also we can do. For standalone also we can do.
Okay.
Getting my point?
Yes. Means that we have to create a virtual server in our own PC and then we have to do it, or how it is?
Come
Just
again?
asking idea. No. If you want to do it in a standalone machine, we have to just take a remote desktop and we have to do it, or in the same PC itself.
No. See now this my PC or sir PC. Sir, come to your main desktop, your physical desktop.
I think.
Minimize this.
Yeah, this is the.
So this is the physical desktop. We'll just minimize this.
Yeah.
This is the physical desktop. If I just press run sysdm.cpl, see this machine is under work group. Okay, this is my machine, I think.
I think from your side, I think it's not affecting here.
It's not affecting. So you go for your physical machine, system to properties.
System.
Sysdm.cpl.
Okay, you can see, right?
Task desktop. So it is work group machine. Okay. I want to do changes for him is gpmc.ms. You can go for run. gpmc.msc. MSC. gpedit.msc.
But MSC stands for Managed Services Configuration. MSC. MSC.
Microsoft Console.
Okay.
So here we have two things here: local computer policy, computer configuration, and user configuration. So two things we have on this also same, on server machine also same. This is for local machine. Computer means it applies for computer. User means it applies for user. Okay. Suppose if I come to administrative templates, so come to administrative templates. Okay. So here you can see control panel related, network, start menu related, Windows components or all settings. So many things we have. We can do it through here also. So it's a huge topic actually. Yeah, if you come for start menu and taskbar, easy way I just show you. Start menu and taskbar. So no, in that only. Under gpedit.msc. Yeah, here start menu upside. Down. Yeah. So here you can see disable context menu, remove and prevent access to the shutdown or restart, notifications. So show or hide most used list from start menu. Do not keep history. Remove all programs list from the start menu. So check on remove all programs list from start menu or
Not
disable
configured.
context menu. So if you enable it, it will enable. So like this. If you apply it, it will go and apply.
Disable content menu.
Many things we have. So coming to user accounts, we have user account related also.
Like this one, however we want the GUI. So however, what are the things that we needed, we can do it.
Yeah, see, by default, all the services will be running at the back end, right? Which one we don't want that services, we can disable it. And which are the applications we don't want to provide, we can disable it. Minimal, we can keep it. See, for example, he was telling for entity, right? Your entity domain, your laptop belongs to entity domain.
Yes.
Will they give all the applications to run on your Windows machine? No, they never give. Only minimal usage they will give, so that it will it will not utilize more resource.
Yes.
And yeah, that and all is benefited for the company.
Even the running time, the loading time also takes
loading
more
time. All this.
So one more thing is because when you use applications, because the company will be costing based on the number of users.
Yes.
Say example, you are taking the any Microsoft this in applications or Microsoft product like Node, OneNote. Okay, you are using Outlook. Okay, so Outlook. So example, you are using Outlook for emailing, right? Sending the
mailboxes and shared mailbox.
because if you assign the Outlook for you, the Outlook Microsoft will charge number of users.
Yes.
So they will be charging the number of users. So that's the reason what they will do means they will control like being your employee. So what are the applications, software you require, only those will be given to you. They'll give the permission only within that you can play your bike.
Oh, that is means what are the things is necessary, only those things will be given permission. Rest and all it gets disabled. So that is what the things that we do it. All those things comes under group policy.
Because I need one software because in entity I given a lot of training, right? So I want some applications and these things. So they ask me to send a mail to the manager or to the IT team managers. Means they will check why they require it is a third party vendor, it is a paid one.
Yes.
Right. That's the reason that all things we can control here.
So for example, the teams you have joined to us, right? Well, you're giving
same like Teams, because Teams, if you purchase, the Teams cost is only 5,000 rupees per year. Right. And the one more thing is they have a lot of applications they have integrated to the Microsoft Teams. So because they require a lot of applications like OneNote, the Outlook, a lot of things application there is already available. We don't know if we download, if we use it, so they'll charge. Your account will be started.
I got it. So all those things will be done under this one. Everything comes under Windows server only.
Yes.
This is separate courses there. For that again we have to write a certification exams there or just the course.
This will come under MCSC because MCSC, Microsoft Certified Engineer. We will become the system engineer. Because why I'm explaining here, because you must know this idea. That's the reason. So I want you people to know the knowledge about this. I think you understood this part, right?
Oh, this part I understood because the same thing that they are using it, right? They're working on it.
Yeah, IPDSCP. You will get automatically because this is a virtual PC. How we are using Cisco packet is the same thing here. Just take in 5.1. I think 192.168 this 5.2. So I do have the reply. So I think it's clear, right? So what we want to do, guys? So can we continue the training like after the break? So that I will start my training because today's agenda we are not yet completed. So now,
everything is complete.
Okay, now it is my turn now.
Yes, that's. Can we do it by tomorrow? Is that time? Morning itself.
Tomorrow morning.
No worries. Tomorrow morning, how many hours full hours you want to take? I'm ready.
Tomorrow full day. Vikas and Pawan.
Pawan, I'm not considering Pawan because then he will come and sit in my head.
No,
Hey, how dare you
Pawan
telling
is
like
there
this,
in his village, no problem. He will sleep and he will watch the training. Pawan don't have any problem.
What a day, parleda, Pawan Garu. Okay.
Yeah.
And then no worries, that you can do it by tomorrow morning. Morning is anyhow will be anyhow
Pawan,
tomorrow.
tomorrow what time, Vikas?
Whichever that a feasible time.
Okay, tomorrow after breakfast, tomorrow is a
No,
free day.
after the breakfast, maybe 10:30 or 11.
Yeah.
And we'll get this.
So tomorrow 10 will start, Pawan and Vikas?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, then. What about madam? Tomorrow you are available, right?
Sir. Yeah.
And tomorrow is my turn. I think thank you very much, madam, for your
Sir.
amazing training.
Oh,
Thanks for the. I don't know students have understood or not. Vikas and Pawan, guys.
I'm ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತು ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ
Okay.
same thing that we are working on with our company as well day to day. So somewhat ಅದು ಮತ್ತೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ
Mute your this thing.
Sir, ಏನು ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಎಂಡಲ್ಲಿ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ ಸರಿಗೆ.
I think Pawan has got some disturbance because he's in his native place.
Okay.
Some internet thing issue.
Okay. ಅದೇ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ ಒಂದೆರಡು ಸರಿ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ.
We have to practice, guys. I will give access because when you want, I will give this access to do this lab.
For your servers. ಹೌದಾ ಮತ್ತೆ ನಂಗೆ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ.
I will give because that the reason yesterday I told you, right? Because in night I'll be free. I messaged you.
Okay.
I was doing other lab because today also because my timing has been fixed from 7 to 11 o'clock. So I'll be using the lab.
Okay.
So my
ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಯೂಸರ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
study time, my study time 9 to 10, 9 to 11 depends.
ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಲಾಗಿನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆಯಾ?
No, multiple login means I should buy one static IP for my ISP.
Okay.
I can give because I need to buy that one. I need to check what is the cost. Enough now because right now I think sufficient. It is opening now. All services are working.
Opening.
Easily you can once and twice if you practice this, I think you can able to do it.
ಹೌದು, ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಬೇಕಷ್ಟೇ.
Okay, guys. So can we stop now or we'll continue tomorrow, right?
Yes, that's we can continue.
Okay. Just give me the control to me, madam, back.
You are the host now, sir.
Okay. So I think so this part I will explain tomorrow, guys. No problem. So we shall continue this part tomorrow.
Which tomorrow morning 10 12:30.
Yeah, tomorrow 10 o'clock we'll start. Okay, sharp 10 o'clock. I will send you the link.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, guys. Then see you then tomorrow.
See you then. Bye. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, welcome. Because
in case I have doubts, means I will just contact you.
Sure. You can.
Okay, then Vikas and Pawan. Madam, see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
No. Thank you. We'll meet tomorrow, sir.
Thank you, madam. Yeah.